What is going on, folks? I'm Suburban Angling, and I'm out here doing some more open water fishing for you guys. No more ice out here in the Midwest. Open water. I'm at a lake I have never been to, but many of you probably have. Braidwood. Opening day. Got my new combo. Got a spinner bait tied on, a little trailer, a little swim bait. That's what we're starting out with. Got a little, we're packing light today. You can't even see my backpack. I don't even know why. My face probably looked ugly as hell right there, but that's not the point. The point is, I got a small little backpack on, one tackle box, a Ziploc baggie with about 8 packs of baits. We only got about, in that tackle box, maybe 6 or 7 lures. We're packing light. If we don't catch fish on that, we suck. So let's not suck. Let's go get them. All right, everyone around me is throwing crankbaits right now. So I'm gonna be the one to throw something different and slow it down with a jig. Bust out a jig and get a trailer out. Here we go, folks. Give them something slow. You know what I mean? Everyone's throwing crankbaits. Throw them something. Throw them something slow. Drag a jig, why don't ya? Oh, got one. On the jig. It's a striper. Huh. Well, that's something new. I've never caught. It's a hybrid. That's my second ever hybrid. He must have been following it in, and then I went to reel in my jig to make a new cast, and he slammed it, dude. It's a nice fish. Get him in the sun. Heck yeah. He's not really big, so we'll just throw him on back. But hey, I switched up to something a little slower. Got me that bite that I needed. Started me off right. And don't worry guys, we're gonna talk about everything we're doing, lures, rod, line, all that at the end of the video. A little recap of the day. So just sit back, enjoy some fishing. And if you want to, watch a few catches and then skip to the end after that and see what we were doing, that's fine too.
You're from Urban Angling or whatever it is?
Yes, sir.
You know, man, I subscribe to you.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not treating you well?
No, normally on opening day I get at least 10 nice ones along from here to the corner.
Yeah, my buddy because I've never been here, my buddy said just go to the south ramp and walk as far left as you can go and just work it.
Yeah, from the ramp down to this corner down here.
Oh,
plastic?
So I'm noticing everyone's throwing crankbaits. If you walk down the bank, everyone's throwing something fast. Throw something slow. Just like something different, you know what I mean? Not that a jig is anything different, but just different than what everyone else is throwing.
Yeah, you can swim it.
Yeah, like that fish right there that I just lost just slammed it. Yeah. Well, good luck to you, man. I appreciate you saying something. Make some more casts before we move. I think that guy over there. Oh, I got bit on the fall. I got bit on the fall right after I said let's make some more casts. It's a freaking, is that a catfish? Oh my god, it's a catfish, dude. It's literally a catfish. On the fall, he destroyed it. My line literally went tight. If that's a blue catfish, that's my first ever blue cat. I think it is a blue. That's my first ever blue cat. literally casted the jig out there like, screw it. Let me just keep fishing here for a second. Caught a little blue cat on the jig on the fall. Like my line was getting tight. Couldn't even, I had to catch up with that fish. It's crazy to think that this thing can get like 150 pounds, really. All right, buddy. All right, we're gonna throw something right here, folks. Biospawn Exopods. These flaps, they got really big cups on them. And I've seen some really nasty underwater footage of them, and got a whole pack of them today, so we're gonna use them. I don't know if I just showed the footage or not, but I just snagged the jig that I caught all my fish on today, so I'm a little bit sad. I got one more jig left, some Texas rig stuff, a chatterbait. We got stuff, but small little profile. I'll show you guys what that looks like. That's honestly, that's disgusting. Super streamlined, perfect little bait to just cast around, punch with that. Too, if there was weeds here, but there's not. We're just casting at a rocky bank, but you get the point. Thing's gonna get bit. All right, battery died. We changed it. The bank, we're gonna smack it. The fish, we're gonna crack him. Didn't rhyme, doesn't matter. First cast with this thing, it just got its socks knocked off, but I'm just like 80% sure that was just a hybrid. It's really cool seeing the whole lake now that the fog is rolled off. I mean, it's sick. Hybrid just popped off right there. Hybrid just popped off right there on some. The fish seem to be closer to the bank, closer into the rocks, just because that's like where all this bait seems to be. Oh my God. I just got destroyed right there. Oh my God. He grabbed it right away as soon as it hit the water again. My line started, it literally just dipped off to the left. Got him. Oh my goodness. It's a freaking channel catfish, dude. Well, we smoked him. Little channel catfish. I'm sure there's a bunch of people here who would love to eat his ass. They're busting down the bank over there. We're just gonna keep on. Let's just keep moving down this bank with this Texas rig. I'm feeling this right now. There's been a consistent bite on that. Just working the banks along this, working the rocks along this bank right here. Seems like if I drag it, there we go. That's a good fish, folks. That's a really good fish. I think it's a catfish again. Yep. It's a blue catfish. Second blue catfish I've ever caught. I mean, he absolutely kerplunked the Texas rig. I mean, he fought good, but I thought it was a bass until it started making these weird movements right at the end of the fight. But hey, another little blue cat. These things are so funny how they get that, like, oh my God, my Texas rig just hit me right in the face. These things are so funny. Funny little cats. But hey, something I've never caught before. Bucket list fish. Well, I've caught one before earlier today, but you know. This one's acting more like a bass. No, it's not. It's another freaking catfish. Oh my God. channel, cat. Alright folks, we're not done yet. We're heading over to the north side of the lake. This south shore just got a little bit crowded. I kind of felt like I was just tossing right after, like I felt like I was fishing everybody's leftovers and stuff. So we're gonna move on. And honestly, I'm not seeing anybody catch any bass. So we're gonna move on, go to the north side of the lake, and hopefully we can catch a few more fish for you guys, because come on, we can't leave it on that note. We need to get a few bass fish. If not, then we don't, but we should. Let's get it. We're getting a bag right here. There is a bass off of this point. We're gonna expose him. We don't catch him on this Texas rig, we're staying here. We're throwing a rattle trap. We don't catch him on that. All right guys, I just fan casted this entire point. It's just not happening with the rattle trap. You already know I've been beating the banks to hell with that Texas rig, so it is what it is. I'm just gonna make a few more casts, and then I'm gonna catch you guys back on my vehicle, or just back over here behind me real quick, and I'm gonna do a quick recap of show you guys the gear I was using for the, ooh, what was that? Anyway, show you guys the gear I was using for the day, the lures, and just kind of talk to you about how I caught my fish before I let you guys go. So see you then. All right folks, so I got some of the lures I was using in the video. I got my rod and the reel, and you know, I'm gonna tell you guys about all the line, everything, you know, everything down to the rod sleeve. I am gonna tell you guys what we were using today. So let's get right to it. Sorry for the glare, sorry for the sun. This is the angle we got. We're gonna work with it. Anyway, so the thing that caught most of my fish by far was this lure right here, Texas rigged. This is the Exopod by Biospawn. It is a 3.5-inch bait. I mean, really not much else to say about it. You can go online, Google it, and find all the colors, find the profile, but I kind of want to show you guys what it looks like. So there's a, you know, black and blue on this side. If I switch to this side, you can see it's more of like a green, kind of green pumpkin, watermelon fleck, whatever you want to call that. But basically blue and green, Texas rigged, Biospawn Exopod. That was getting it done. The other lure that I tossed around a lot but didn't catch anything on was this rattle trap. This is actually just a Walmart brand, Ozark Trails rattle trap. We didn't catch much on it, but I will say the action on it was good, and there was no reason why we shouldn't have caught a fish on this. The bite was just, you know, I was talking to a lot of experienced fishermen, talking to a lot of guys I hear, all the shore fishermen. Nobody's really smacking out like that. So nothing to do with the lure. This thing had some great action, and honestly, for $1.97, go pick up about 10 of these things. Whenever you're fishing a spot you don't want to snag a lot, these are your go-to. The other thing that we were using that caught a lot of fish, I'm not going to grab it on my bag right now, it was a Bitsy Bug jig. A lot of us are familiar with the Bitsy Bug jig. I was throwing that with a Strike King Baby Rage Craw. So pretty simple. Bottom contact baits were getting bit. Texas rig, jig. That was the consensus. For my reel, I'm using an SLX MGL 70. I prefer those 70 size. Not prefer, but I really do like them. And if I have the choice to use a 70 over a 150 or 200, I'm always going to pick the 70. This thing feels great in your hand. 30-pound braid, Power Pro. I like high vis. Some people don't like high vis. I do, but 30-pound braid. You can also use 15-pound fluoro if you're just doing if you're using the kind of rod that I'm using, which I'll explain right now. 7-foot medium heavy Shimano SLX, which again goes hand in hand with that 30-pound braid or 15-pound mono. Great line for throwing, you know, all around lures. Like I was throwing the spinnerbait today, spinnerbait, Texas rig, jig, and the rattle trap. And this setup threw them all pretty good. I have a leader with 15-pound fluorocarbon, so even though I am using 30-pound braid, I do have a clear leader just to throw those rattle traps and, you know, throw that Texas rig and stuff, because I wasn't punched and we weren't in any heavy cover and stuff like that, so the leader worked just fine. So I'm a little crunched for time, so that's going to be my short, brief explanation of what we were doing today. I wish I could explain more, but you guys get the gist. You guys watched the video, so I'm going to end it right here. I really appreciate you guys for watching this one. I know we didn't slap out crazy, but we did catch some fish, caught some fish I had never even caught before, you know, wipers and blue cat. They don't really get to catch those often, so that's pretty cool, but it is what it is. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.